I'm washing clothes in an attempt to charge my phone. However, I've had it charging for 15 minutes and it was only at 12%. So I switched the charger out for the new charger that I bought to see if it would work better. First of all, this is supposed to be a fast charger. It's not fastly charging anything, okay? But I also have so many running around here that I forget what goes to what. I mean, hold on. Let me put this in perspective for you. I'm wondering if this one goes with the iPhone. No. It doesn't tell me. Ugh. Let's see if this works better. This might be the iPhone charger. It might fast charge it. Let's see. Maybe I had the boxes mixed up. But let me just show you this. Look at this. And that's not everything. That's just some of the items that you would need to, like, I can't find power, you guys. I can't find power. This is the only way that I have to make a living now because I have no car. I looked for a job for 2 years, filled out over 40,000 job applications. There is no work. 7 different states, okay? This is the only way I have to make money now. Do you know how much it costs to be a homeless person? Probably still around $1,000 a month just to live on the streets and have your basic needs met. Water, food. Just today, I've already spent $15 on water, coffee, and laundry. It's already cost me $15 and it's, what, 9, 10 a.m.? Am I just not supposed to drink water? Then I'll die. Like, this is a major problem that I have to fix. Otherwise, things are going to get 10 times worse. My phone is my lifeline. It has my banking information for my debit card. I work from home. I don't know what to do, and I am exhausted, and it is 10 a.m. I'm hungry. I'm sleepy. My whole body hurts from sleeping on the ground and concrete. And there is nowhere in this town to get power. Can I fit a battery-operated generator on that bicycle? Will I be able to tow? And I just want to say that my book bag is probably 40 to 50 pounds, which is really hard to bicycle with. But can the generator fit on the bicycle? There is no Tractor Supply here. I'm sorry, no Harbor Freight. There is a Tractor Supply. But Walmart, Advanced Auto, Lowe's, they do not have any solar power battery kits. Nothing like that. I need a solar powered battery. And one that will charge all of these devices. This is the only wall outlet in this godforsaken town. The only one. And this guy is not going to let me keep coming in here to charge my stuff. How am I supposed to work and pull myself out of this hole if I can't even find power? And I have to be here, Dominique. I have no choice. I have to be here for the next 2 weeks. So I just, you know, no, Brooke, yeah. I'm sitting here talking about power, and somebody's in the chat talking about a sleeping bag. It's weird. Not only do I make money from home with my phones, but every time I don't have a phone, stuff happens. People know I'm without a phone because they're sitting around here with no life watching me, and they come out trying to be passive aggressive, starting stuff. Planet Fitness, hello. So it's unsafe for me not to have a phone is my point. Extremely unsafe. I mean, I just had some guy from Walmart try to run me over yesterday. Caught it on camera. And if I didn't catch it on camera, none of y'all would believe me. Because y'all lie, so y'all think I do. Not all of you. But that's the reason that I'm treated like this. Is that other people lie. So they think everybody else does. And you got to catch everything on camera nowadays. And even then, there's still people. No amount of evidence will ever convince a fool. It's extremely unsafe for me to be without a phone. And I have to work. So I don't know what to do. There's nowhere for me to buy a battery pack from here. I mean, I know what I plan to do. I plan to go loiter in businesses. I'll buy lunch from somewhere, but I'm going to sit there till my phones are charged. I ain't got time for these games. These motherfuckers are putting my life in danger. This is not a joke. And I'll be darned if, you know, I'll be darned. Call the popo. How about that? Call the law so I can show the whole world how you target homeless people and won't even let a poor girl charge her phone after buying a $15 plate of food from Bojangles. I mean, have we really gotten this heartless as a society? Oh, and not us. You know, I used to have to deal with homeless people in my jobs, and never did I treat them anything like this. Matter of fact, I go up and be like, hey, would you like a glass of water? People have become so incredibly ignorant because society is getting dumber that homeless people are disproportionately targeted over and over and over. And I be catching it all on camera. So maybe that's why God's putting me through this, because I do think it's part of his plan for some reason. It clearly has nothing to do with me. It's not from a lack of trying or working or striving. I was just in school with a job. 2 jobs. I had YouTube and I had a job in Jacksonville, Florida. And what happened? Bullies from the internet called my job and had me fired. That's not my fault. That's the evil of the world. Trying to knock somebody down because they're not happy with themselves. I have never done things to people like they have done to me. Nor have I tried to maliciously harm them. But still and yet, on a daily basis, I am out here in constant battles with losers who are trying to intentionally and maliciously harm me to a point that it sends me into homelessness. And sometimes they win. And society still says, oh, well, it's your fault. I just had to drop out of school. My school was paid for, $22,000 in tuition, and I just lost everything over a lie. This is not my fault. Nor has it ever been. Thank God for his faith, his strength that he's given me, because most victims of my situation would crumble because society victim blames. Thank you, God. Thank you. You know, from an early child, I knew that none of this was my fault. I remember sitting in therapy and telling my therapist, as she was telling me that it wasn't my fault, I said, I already know. I was like 6 years old. I was like, oh, I already know. I already know. None of it's my fault. That fist fight when I was 18, that was my fault. I made very poor choices. But other than that, it's ridiculous. Everybody makes mistakes. Why does my one mistake have to be on full display, and why am I ridiculed and punished for over almost 20 years? Nobody else's mistakes are strung up on a clothesline and hung out for the whole neighborhood to inspect and assume and allege things upon. I'll tell you why. It's because I have strength. It's because I have a big mouth, and it's because I'm a pretty girl. That's why. If I just lay down and shut up and not cry, or complain or talk about serious issues, then they could just victim blame and everything would be fine. But because I address these serious issues, I point out human behavior, I talk about psychology, I talk about why people are the way that they are, then I'm the problem. You know why? Because it makes people self-analyze. Makes them realize they're pieces of crap. It's easier to just deflect and project than admit that you're wrong. Oh, I hate society, you guys. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Why did I ever want to help these people? What was wrong with me? You can make the world a better place. It only takes one person. It looks like it's about to rain. I thought it was going to be a nice day, but it's not. It's not. Let's see what the degenerates are saying today. It's exhausting dealing with stupid people. Get you a portable battery pack. Okay, you rocket scientist, you. And how am I going to charge that with no outlet? Swear to God. They know it all. Oh, but if they were out here, honey, they'd be in the street crying right now. They'd have to get the first responders out here to take them to the mental hospital. They'd have a mental breakdown, pee their pants, cry. How are you going to charge it, you rocket scientist, you? I've got 2 battery packs, and everything is still dead. I've already got 2 battery packs. I swear to God. It will get better. That's what y'all were saying last year and the year before that. And clearly, it didn't get better. I think I know my situation better than y'all do. Yeah, I know. Exactly. I should have just cut it off, Mike. What's their issue at the library? Well, we can start with the fact that they're all obese, middle-aged, don't like themselves, extremely miserable. I told you guys last year when I was doing my talk at Tuesday that they were always walking around my car being nosy. This is a small town where people have they do nothing. Go to work, go meddle in other people's business. Go to work, go and meddle in other people's business. Go to work, go and meddle in other people's business. They simply don't like me because I'm me. I mean, is it because I'm cute? Is it because I have a big mouth? Is it because they don't agree with me politically? Is it because they don't agree with me religiously? Is it because I'm not a sheep? Is it because I know that they are sheep? I don't know. I don't care. This is the way it's always been. Every person that comes around me turns so freaking fake. It's unbelievable. Is it because that I can see through them? I'm starting to feel like it's because I know people better than they know themselves, and it makes them uncomfortable. I told you guys last year that they didn't like me. And then we had the whole library incident last week. They being nosy, looking through my car, remember? And then this week I'm without a car, and they call the police and try to, have me removed. That's the public library. That is made for people to charge their phones. That's usually one of the few places that a city will have for homeless people to specifically go and charge their phones. Riddle me this, Batman. How is a homeless person supposed to get a job if they don't have a phone? It is 2025. The majority of positions that you will get will be off the internet. So how are homeless people supposed to find a job if they can't even charge a phone? Everybody sits out there and say, oh, homeless people need to try harder. First of all, there are different categories of this. I'm not a junkie. I'm not a druggie. I don't drink. I don't do alcohol. I don't do anything. Nicotine. I should be the perfect candidate to be able to find a job. And I can't even get a phone charge so that I can look in an email. Society tells homeless people to try harder, but society makes it impossible for them to even try at all. And it's all by design. And in my opinion, it's intentional because they want to keep them in their place because it makes them feel better about themselves. It's the only logical explanation. Why else would they prevent them from having access to food, water, power, things like that, And I'm talking about in public spaces where they're spending money. I go into McDonald's, I have a breakfast sandwich, and I can't sit there for an hour and charge my phone. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. They have a closed door policy now. I told you guys that this was coming. This could not happen at a worse time. If I would have become carless 2 years ago, things might have been easier for me. But now, all of these places have closed door policies because of the homeless problem. There's a lot of homeless people that are not as respectful as me. Y'all see, every time I go somewhere, I'm extremely uncomfortable to even try to charge anything because I know how they treat homeless people. Y'all think that all these people out here are kind, that I can just walk in a gas station and be like, hey, can I charge my phone? No. They're going to be like, hell no. No, I can't do that. And they're going to give you attitude. As soon as they see the book bag and the bicycle, people start locking their car doors and shit. I've never robbed or stole anything in my life. I've worked my entire life. Since I was a child, matter of fact. I was so little when I started working, I had to stand in a chair to reach my duties. I have worked my entire life. Society is disrespectful. They tell these people to try harder. Well, you're seeing it in real time. You're seeing why they give up and they go back to drugs and alcohol if they were clean before they hit the streets. I went without sleep for 3 days, and people were dropping in my comment section talking about I had to have been on drugs. When's the last time you went 2 days without sleep? Why don't you try it? Just for fun. We can do it on a live stream. How about that? We'll all stay up for 2 days, and we'll see which ones of us are dozing out after 2 days. Some people are so heartless and incompassionate, and it shows. And it's literally, morally speaking, ethically speaking, yes, I think that we are in the worst place we've ever been, morally speaking. See, back in the day when there was famine and poverty, there was a sense of community. Now there's not. People are so privileged that there's no sense of community now. Heartless, spineless sheep. And there are other homeless people here. I saw some. There's quite a few, and I think a good portion of them do drugs and alcohol. That ain't my business. I don't do drugs and alcohol. As a matter of fact, I still got bills. Is this going to get so bad that I don't even have power and then I lose my storage with all of my family momentums, my computer for school? Like, yeah, I've got to drop out of school for now because of the economy, but I can go eventually, not if I don't have my computer, and I just bought that Dell computer for school. Been in school for 2 months, now I done had to drop out because YouTube doesn't pay me enough to make my truck payment. And now I can't even find power, so now I can't even work. So what? I'm going to lose my storage, all my furniture, all my personal property, everything that I've spent 20 years working hard for. I've already lost my home, my land, now my car. I've lost everything because of this economy, because of Joe Biden. Illegal immigration. Those are jobs I could have worked. Millions of them. DEI programs. People are like, where'd your truck go? The Biden administration. Inflation. What are you talking about? Tell me you live at home with mom and daddy and you don't pay bills without telling me. Because even out here living on the streets, I still have bills and I still have to generate income. And nowhere's going to hire me smelling like I do right now, with no resources to make it back and forth to work. My only opportunity is to make money off of YouTube now, which I thought I was doing back in October of last year before someone called the law, lied on me, and crashed my channel numbers. My paycheck went from $1,300 to $400 a month. And that's why I lost my truck. That's exactly why I lost my truck. It's all been filmed. It's all on camera. Please go back and watch to support my channel. This level of degeneracy, the evil that people carry within them and then they spew out in the world, that's why my life looks like this. I have never harmed people. Never harmed people like this. Can't even find power in this town, for God's sakes. But you want me to go find a job? How? With what phone? There is no women's shelter. There is no women's shelter. Yeah, and it's going to be the same. I'm literally living on the street. Every day it's probably going to be the same. You're not homeless. You're an idiot. It's probably going to be the same for months, weeks, years. This is the reality now. This is why I was fighting so hard to try to keep my truck. But everybody wanted me to lose it, so I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy. It's okay. The comeback is always greater than the setback, honey. Some of y'all that want me to fail are so stupid. You don't even realize you're feeding into God's plan for me and other people and my plan to help other people. You're feeding into it. You're doing exactly what Satan wants you to do. You're revealing the evils of the world through torturing me and showing society that they make it impossible for us to thrive. It's crazy. Cute little old ladies in here. So nice. My feet hurt so bad. I wanted to go to the river to try to like bathe a little bit. I was gonna take bottle. I was gonna swim and enjoy myself and lay out in the sun and then wash my hair with bottled water and rinse off and shave. It's about to rain. That's another thing. I got all these electronics. What am I gonna do when it rains? Like, man, this is not safe at all to be without a phone in my situation, you know? Like, anybody could just snatch me off the side of the road, y'all. It happens every day. And God, look at how they come at me when I'm on live. It's crazy, man. I'm sick of people already. Like, everybody out here saying they want to help, but they just show up and stress you out even more. They show up.